who has COVID right now.
All right. I'm sure AP knows what happens. Happened when we last left our heroes. You were making your way through the continent, freeing various cities in various degrees of various tribes of giants. You had scored your last victory at Mirabar, which did not lead to defeating the giants, but led to you evacuating most, if not all, the civilian populace into the woods. As you were doing that, you learned all about General Thrax, General Drust, Thrax's mortal enemy, a really mortal enemy, because you killed him. You took his ancient mithril shield, and you learned that Schmax's evil order of monks appears to be mining mithril ore and shipping it to apparently Neverwinter. To certainly the clues were leaning you towards maybe making armor that they could use to be even more evil monks. So the fire giants are at Neverwinter, possibly involved with the evil monks, and you're approached by a mysterious green themed figure who all signs pointed to her being a green dragon, who said that the cloud giants are tearing up Waterdeep, and why don't you go free that city instead, because Waterdeep's pretty awesome. So that's where you stand. I'll just say a week, because I don't feel like looking it up. You're like probably a week's walk from Neverwinter, even farther from Waterdeep. You do have a way to teleport into Neverwinter, but not sure how that'll go. And I think that's where we left it.
So I think one thing we were interested in doing was contacting people who we thought might be on the inside in Neverwinter. And there was the gentleman we met in the very beginnings of our adventures from the Lord's Alliance, Sildar, who had since relocated to Phandelver, but would probably be, if anyone in our travels was in touch with someone in Neverwinter, that might be a good person to contact. So we could think about contacting him, or maybe Khalifa's mom, or could be someone who would be in touch with that crowd.
Yes, we should, I think, spend a little bit of time doing sending spells or whatever. So we can just blow through Khalifa's slots while he's not here, right?
That's how it works.
And so I think we want to see what the ground looks like as best we can. I don't know if there's any Melora Temple contacts that might be there that we know of, or just Lord's Alliance and or Khalifa's mom.
Sorry, where are we physically located now? Are we outside the city, or?
Yeah, I think you're like half a
Oh,
day.
that's right. We were camping. Yeah,
You're
that's right.
close to Mirabar. You're like half a day's walk from there.
But we're outside the city right now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that I went to the Temple of Melora and Neverwinter when we were there, but I cannot for the life of me remember the player.
If you did, it was like off stage. I mean, I'm not sure you did that.
Okay.
You know what? The last time they were in Neverwinter, you weren't with them, I believe.
Oh, that could be true. Yeah.
I'm not sure if
I kind of remember going to a Temple of Melora in most cities, but I don't remember about Neverwinter. Was that the one that had the Melora on it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it was like a temple.
Yeah, I think we went to that one.
Okay, I take it back. I think when Khalifa was at the big library, I think y'all were all in Neverwinter. And I'll certainly grant that even if it happened off stage, you went there, you met somebody. That's fine.
Well, I'm happy to use one of my spell slots on sending. I think I still have it. If not, I will retcon my long rest. So the high priestess of Melora in Neverwinter gets a mental message from me saying the Octopodemos are going to return and banish the fire giants, but we need to know whether the teleportation circle is safe, or how else to enter the city post haste from Mirabar. Over.
Gotcha. I'm just crafting a response.
Stop.
Coming to Mirabar. Stop. Send a message now. Stop.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Ding.
Let's see. I'm already way over 25 words. All right, well, you get back an answer saying, no idea if teleportation circle safe. City walls open, can walk in if you don't threaten giants. Some taken as slaves to the volcano.
Which I relay to everyone.
So that sounds like if we could walk in, the teleportation circle sort of same. Like if we just appear there, how is that different from us just walking into town?
Well, I mean, I could imagine them watching the teleportation circle, but more closely than they watch the city walls. I mean, there also the information about people being taken to the volcano is interesting. I mean, that doesn't help us get there, but I think we were wondering, but suspecting that perhaps things were going on at the volcano, and this kind of confirms it, that is in fact where the things are probably being forged, but we still need a way to get there. Well, so our
I say
options
we-
are, yeah, go ahead.
Teleport.
I say we teleport. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we could all die. That'd be the worst.
Ah, I believe in the gods of fate.
Could happen. Probably.
Let's send Neil first. He's small and he can be invisible.
We could try to send someone invisibly. I don't know how that works.
I mean, and then we can how is there a range to our mental telepathy, or is it like planar?
I think it's
or-
like, yeah, if you're on the same plane of existence, I think you can talk to each other.
I mean, we could like open it up. Neil could go invisible. He could walk through and be like, "Coast is clear," and the rest of us walk through. Or if it's not, he can like sneak
Imagine-
himself out as he's invisible.
They'd be hanging out in Neverwinter till we get there a week later.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Let's do it.
Sure, I vote on putting Neil on the block.
Yeah.
How does Neil vote?
Yeah, over any distance.
He's very
Neil
small.
votes in
So
favor.
he gets a small vote.
All
Yeah,
in
and
favor?
he's going to hold the shield that makes him invisible.
Doesn't he have a cloak or something like that? Or just he has visibility as a spell, I guess.
He does, but he's gonna just hold the shield.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So
All right, so the teleportation spell lasts 6 seconds. So are you hoping to get a response from him in those 6 seconds, or just
Yes.
cast it twice?
we can cast it twice if we need to.
Yeah.
All right,
We're hoping
Okay.
to get a response, but if he doesn't, then we'll cast a second time.
Okay. So, ooh, where's my dice? Hold on. I was being a good role model and I cleaned up down here. So let me go grab some dice. Nah, now I'll just use Google Dice. All right. So, all right. So he holds up the shield so he's invisible. Khalifa casts the teleportation and he disappears. And okay, he got a pretty good perception roll. So he immediately says, no giants in sight. A few humanoids not paying attention. They look like soldiers. I don't see any giants immediately here.
Let's go.
Oh,
Okay, so the rest of you appear not invisibly. And then there's like a scream. It's like, ah, people here, what's going on? There's sort of chaos, controlled chaos, as you see some soldiers sort of pop up over the battlements holding crossbows. State your business, state your business.
We're the heroes
And
of Barovia.
As you look around, you can see, you know, there's smoke in the air, there's smoke rising. You know, I mean, you're sort of seeing like the walls of this fort or whatever, but there's smoke rising in the distance. The heroes of, you say you're the heroes of Barovia. That means
Wasn't
nothing.
everybody all about us for Barovia?
There was the lost city of Tilverton that you brought back. That would get more of a reaction.
All right.
All right.
We brought back Tilverton.
Okay. That's
We're here-
confusing because you're talking about a fairy tale, but okay.
We're here to free the city of the giants.
that may or may not be the right thing to say there.
Or from the
Yeah.
Giants.
Are you friend, foe, criminals, anarchists? What are you?
We're friends,
Yeah.
obviously.
We're unificationists.
And so
You-
one of them walks up who seems to have his head together a little bit more. He's like, well, you're obviously magic users if you appeared here. Come on, let's come over here and talk. Tell me what you want. He seems to be either actually in charge or just the most competent person in earshot.
So we're interested in learning more about what's happening in the city, and we heard that there was a lot going on in the volcano north of here, and we wanted to hear more about that.
Very diplomatic.
Says,
I like
oh,
that.
yeah, it's terrible. The fire giants are doing something up in the volcano. They've been taking slaves. They haven't taken. I mean, they haven't bothered most people. A lot of people have stayed in the city because we're afraid to leave. Never left the city in our whole lives, but every now and then they do sweep through and grab some slaves. It's terrible.
Where are there fire giants near here, right?
Yeah, they have a couple of. They're very military, so they sort of respected our military and let us keep this fort. But they have a couple fortifications set around the city. But mostly there's only action when they want slaves. Then they come in, knocking down buildings, setting buildings on fire, grabbing people. That's happened 5 or 6 times since G-Day.
What's the general mood of the populace in the city?
It's terrified. Anybody who thought they could live off the land or thought they had, you know, people in another city they could go to, they left. But so much. Your accent. Are you a Neverwinteran? Yeah. Well, I don't know about you. A lot of people have never left the city. Their parents never left the city. Their grandparents never left the city.
Yep.
Going out in the woods and trying to eat, that's a recipe for starvation. So now the people who are here just figure it's the least bad of all the options. They hope everybody's convinced themselves they figured out some way to not get caught the last time the fire giants come through. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hide in my basement. They never look in basements or whatever garbage people tell themselves.
Right.
Oh, is that what Jay's doing now? He's hiding in the basement.
So
So, but they've taken probably 100 people.
How many
I
fire
know.
giants do you think there are in the city?
Ballpark.
30.
30
They're
and-
pretty, they're pretty regular. They've got 2 groups of 15. They switch them out, but that's,
and there are many more at the volcano, or?
I can't tell them apart, but probably. I mean,
Probably.
when they attacked in force. They attacked with, my best guess is 150.
Oh, I see. So it's many more than typically here.
Yeah. Yeah, and when they come by through these raids, they've got, they got their 30 plus they add about, we estimate about 40 others, 40 additional come through with the raids when they're getting their slaves.
It's a lot of giants.
A lot of giants. 30 could be manageable. Maybe. Especially if it wasn't 30 all at once.
What's the routine like for them? You said they were very military. Do they go on patrols? Onesie, twosie, fives? How do they operate on a day-to-day basis?
They operate as a unit. When they're awake, they leave 5 back at their base, and they send 10 through the city just as a show of force.
Okay. And those 10, do they travel all in a pack, or do they travel in smaller?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they travel together. They march.
All right. So the smallest group you ever find is 5 in the base.
Yeah.
Is their base made of thick logs or skinny burnable logs?
They live underwater.
Live underwater. Thermite paste it is. You said there was just the one base that they had?
2 in the city. 2
Two in the
locations.
Okay, 2 locations. Good.
Have you seen any monks around? Any guys with this shining hand symbol?
Well, yeah, I believe there's a group of your order. They've been in the city for years doing charity work, building houses for people.
Oh yeah, I know those guys. Any new guys?
No. I really don't think I've seen anybody who's not a local since this all happened.
How far away is the volcano from the city?
Breezy, you grew up here. I don't know. I don't know. Let's say it's how far is Mount Rainier from Seattle? No, it's a half a day's walk.
50 miles or something.
You walk
Okay.
fast.
So a little closer than Mount Rainier in Seattle. Half a day's walk.
And how many people have been taken to the volcanoes from the city? Hundreds, thousands?
On the order of 100, a little more. I mean, quite a lot of people died in the initial assault, but since then, about 100.
Well, I'll think this since we're all telepathically connected. Should we just head to the volcano and
I think the 2 possibilities are to head to the volcano and see if we could free people there, or to follow up on the Schmack's order stuff. Like if Schmack's wanted to go to his temple, or,
Schmax isn't welcome at his temple, right? Like presumably.
but I mean, we could go there basically. I don't know about if it's Schmack's is the leading the way, but we could go to,
I mean, yeah, we
Couple
could
of
go.
us
We
order.
could go stake. We could go stake it out. I guess.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
see
mean,
if,
yeah.
See what we think.
I mean, maybe we should do that as long as we're here, see if we can get any information there before we head over to the volcano.
And people can move freely through the city as long as they don't mess with the giants and sort of avoid them.
Pretty freely.
Well, then I think we should thank them and head out. Did we learn anything about sort of the existing power structure in the city? Like, I heard that, I guess I got the sport was still active, but is there any leadership?
Yeah. I mean, he says, we've tried to keep ourselves organized. They seem to be very militaristic, so they respect the military. But as far as the cities, it's pretty much anarchy. We try to help people where we can, but we're not, adjudicating laws or anything. It's yeah. There's no real power structure.
It's your opportunity, Breezy. You're the mayor of Neverwinter.
Yeah, but it's full of giants. Who'd want it?
Well, thank you for your help and the use of the teleportation circle such that we could get here more quickly.
Is anybody else going to be coming through here? You're the first ones we've seen come through here since G-Day.
If they do, they're not with us.
All right.
I guess there's no version of like psyops attack on the giants in their stronghold, right? Like go disappear 5 giants while 10 are on patrol.
Try.
Yeah, that's another option, is we could just try and take out some giants. But
We could set Neil up to play Never Gonna Give You Up really loudly outside there on repeat.
So our current choices are: we're looking for monks, we're looking for the volcano, or
Yeah,
fighting some
like,
giants.
I think
randomly.
it's reasonable to maybe swing by the monks.
Yeah,
uh,
let's go
and
check out the
see.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Schmax knows somebody that he trusts or something that he might see, and
do that.
then head out to the city,
Yeah.
or to the volcano rather.
all right, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So as you're leaving the fort, you're walking along sort of the outer wall of the fort, and there's a window. It's, you hear a voice coming from a window above you. It's like, hey, big guy, your neck's not looking any longer than it was the last time I saw you. Hey, nobody stretched your neck yet since? Ha! Still got attached to you?
Is he referring to me? And when they were going to kill me? Do I recognize this person, or?
Anybody who wants can give me a perception check.
I rolled a 14. I don't know what my change on it is. I rolled a 14.
Anybody else?
I'll
Yeah,
roll too.
I'll do a
Oh,
perception.
sorry.
I mean, I was being
Bad DMing here. Bad DMing.
How about a 25?
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, both of you put your heads together and you realize that's the glass staff. The glass staff was the wizard in Phandalin who was
Huh.
working with Black Spider and the Red Brands, and he framed Brambrek for arson and was sent back to Neverwinter for trial. And now he's leaning out of this barred window,
Okay, it's
yelling
a
down at you.
cell. Like
It's a cell. It appears to be a
prison
cell.
cell.
It's a barred,
Okay.
yeah, typical bars window.
Don't we have his staff?
We do.
Let's pull it out and shake it and be like, missing something?
That's mine. And then he looks at Khalifa, and that book is mine. That's my book, isn't it? That's a book I was supposed to get. You don't deserve that. You're thieves, all of you.
No,
Thieves
only-
and scoundrels. Let's trade
only
places.
Breezy. Well, scoundrels. Okay.
They should all
Why
be
am
so-
I in here and you're down there? You got any food on you?
Oh yes, lots.
Well, great. Throw it up here. Food's
No,
been a little light since things went crazy.
no.
Nah,
Sorry, we're busy.
that's that's the scoundrel part.
Disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
You gonna leave me to starve here? Look, I can tell you about giants. What do you want to do? You want to ally with them? You want to kill them? You want to hide from them? I've been here for weeks. I've been watching the giants come and go. Just let me out of here. Give me some food.
No, we're good.
Yeah, you weren't good when you were on those gallows, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
It
that's
was
here-
so
Uh,
close.
Never
So-
mind. Let's go
So
on.
close.
So I'll cast Goodberry and I will throw one berry at him.
Malicious compliance at its best.
There you go, friend.
uh,
That's a whole day's worth of food.
He eats it. He's like, oh, thanks. You got any more of those?
Yep.
Oh, come
What
on.
are you gonna? What do I get out of this? We're being
Uh,
harangued by a prisoner. From
My
a
magic.
window.
All of you have things. I'm guessing. I'm looking at some of those things you're holding. I'm guessing you wouldn't be holding any of them if it wasn't for me. You'd be,
And if wishes were
2-bit goblin
fishes-
killers if it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Okay, great. And tell me something that makes me care about this. Come on.
What's in the book? Something cool's in the book, right? I know something cool in the book.
Khalifa.
Lots of stories. Lots of good stories in there.
Oh, spells, man. There got to be spells in there. Got to be spells.
All right.
No, we took you when we were like level 3. So how much help can you really be to us?
He's been doing a lot of push-ups in jail, like Cape Fear.
He's super ripped.
Like bulked up.
He's tatted up,
Yeah.
ripped.
It's like a Russian prison where you become like just a maniac.
Well, again, who has seen Last Airbender? Watch it to the end. Nobody. Okay, there you go. Only AP. All right. Okay. What you doing?
I
Keep
did
it
my
on.
good deed and fed him for a day.
Yeah, we're on
Okay.
the same mission to the monkery.
Okay. You go and Schmax, I seem to recall you visiting this monk's establishment earlier. You asked them about dragons. They tried to get you to join their Habitat for Humanity group, and
That's right. We really didn't get much out of him, did we?
as far as dragon
like to think-
knowledge,
Yeah.
sorry. So yeah, you go to
I'd
that
like to think
location, and it's
Change something.
it's a humble sort of storefront, and it looks abandoned. The doors hanging open. Inside there are like living quarters that are abandoned. It's very humble, monkish. Humble food preparation area, humble living quarters. Give me a perception check, Max.
Yeah, okay, cool. Perception check. $27.
Okay. When you're looking at the living quarters under one of the straw mattresses, you do see a stone where the edges are pulled out. It looks like it's movable. And as some of your burlier team members start to investigate if they can move it, you hear a voice in your head, Schmax, and it says, "Help these hands build as Moradin built the mountains."
Help these hands build.
As Moradin.
Moradin's
Who's-
the guy who's you have the raps
Yeah.
of Moradin, right?
As Moradin
that's
built the
right.
mountains.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are all here to remind me of what we've done. Right.
Give me a perception check, Max.
More perceptions. All right.
Or
Not so good that time. 12.
it's like a recall check. You've heard these words before. And it was as part of your adventures in the Octopodemos. It wasn't like when you were with the monks.
Did I hear him when I got the wraps? Dang it. Yeah, I think we should. So there's a loose stone. and
Holy
our
man.
guys are
Cleric, why don't you give me a roll also?
A solid
roll
12.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds like a prayer, but it's not your God, so not one that you really.
I mean, you'd think that maybe we should build something. Maybe
Yeah.
instead of tearing things down, we should change. We need
should
to,
build them.
that's it. We need to change.
We need to build things up.
Piracy.
Well, hey, Bramber, come help me move this. Help me move this stone over here from under the bed.
All right. I'll come aid you in moving the stone.
Yeah, between certainly between you and Thrax and with Schmax to help you balance it, you're able to move the stone. You find some corridors down there.
This is like a big opening.
Yeah,
Or it's
yeah,
got
it's
like
like
a stairway down.
4 by 4. Yeah, not a stairway. You just sort of drop down.
Gotcha. It's
Um,
dark down there, I guess.
A drop down you can see, like we're not dropping 100 feet or something.
No.
Okay, so it's lit. It's lit down there.
Or lit from above that we can see the bottom.
What does it smell like?
Dirt.
So it's a dirt floored tunnel.
Yep.
Does it look like it's been recently used?
Is it
Like
got-
that
it
has
does.
been used.
Yeah.
The main area has not been recently used. It looks abandoned, but this has been, there's tracks going back and forth and stuff.
Breezy drops down to look around.
Any coffins?
Well, I'm gonna step into a shadow and turn invisible, and then drop down beside him.
Okay.
So I'm looking both directions to see if I can see anything.
Right. At this point, you hear someone's voice say out loud, "Help these hands build as Moradin built the mountains."
But they can't see the person.
Like, no, it's coming from sort of a darkened tunnel.
Does the tunnel go in both directions or just one direction?
Just one direction.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes that easy.
That makes that easy. So let's creep our way down a little bit and see if we can't see what's up.
Schmax.
I'm gonna lean in.
Wherever.
You all good? You want some help?
Thanks.
Schmax, wherever it is, I'm just looking around. I don't know where the hell he went, but remind us how you awakened your raps.
Oh, like leveled them up, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
Did I beat somebody up?
I mean, you would remember is when you got the skull of the old skull of
Oh, right. It got
somebody that
It was the
Barovia.
that Strahd had captured.
We like.
Yeah.
dropped
Okay. So you
back.
talk to the guy's
That's right,
ghost.
that's right.
You talk to the guy's
Right.
ghost, and
He
he
wanted the
says,
skull.
free my skull
We got-
from."
we got the skull back. That's
Was
right.
that maybe when you heard this prayer?
Does that jog my memory, Jay?
Yeah. Give me another perception roll.
$15. Not really great.
It was part of your conversations with the ghost of the guy in Barovia.
Okay. So this voice is telling us something we heard from the and that was the ghost of, it was like a knight or something. The ghost of a night in Barovia. The guy whose head we returned to him.
Sounds like a good song
Interesting.
title.
It does. All right, let's walk down that. Let's walk down this darkened corridor a little bit here.
On it.
Gonna creep
Okay.
along. We're gonna be sneaky.
All right, you start walking, and then you just hear a voice much more close and just very blunt. Who are you? Are you one of them? Are you with them? Are you with us? I've
We're
seen
with you.
Oh wait, you're invisible, Schmax, right?
I am.
So they say they know your ninja tricks. They're like, they dress breezy. They're like, where's your friend? Your friend who is one of our order. We could sense him above us.
That's where. Who are you?
We're just humble monks. We were trying to help the city.
Excellent. That's what I'm here for.
So
Maybe
I
we can
guess
work together.
I'll pop out and make myself visible at this point.
Okay.
So what is it? What do these guys look like? Do they look?
They look monkish.
monkey?
One of
They
them
don't look
is
special monkey.
no, one of them is the one that you talked to before about like inquiring about Green Dragon information. And she says, I met you before, didn't I? I tried to convince
Yes.
you to stay here and help us build houses, but you had adventures to go on. Have those adventures led you down a dark path?
No, they've led me back to you, and we are here
Good
to help
monkey.
assist to help
Yeah.
to help this city. We are here to help free this city from the giants and to affect positive change.
Yeah, there are others of our order who are not affecting positive change.
This
Do you not know the
this
prayer?
This I know.
Help these hands build as Morden build the mountains.
Hmm.
Do you not know the prayer?
I know the
To
prayer.
build something is to. Shinshei's prayer, that one.
Yes, no, I am familiar with this prayer, and I assure you that we are here to find these corrupted monks, these same monks who cast me out of the order, who sent me fleeing west. These same monks, we are here to find them, root them out, and destroy them. Oh, to create something that lasts is to change the world for the better.
Oh, okay. So it comes to you. It comes to you. And when you say that, you see her relax a bit. She says, yes,
How many of them
prayer
are
of
there?
the prayer of Shinshi. You see two of them.
Two, and they're just sitting there in the dark? All right.
They don't have like a card table or candles.
And
or
they're
anything.
shadow priests, so it's like
Yeah, sorry, no telling.
And I say, you
Um,
know, Shinshi's prayer. We've run into other members of our order who are, as you discussed, they after the giants attacked, we went into the woods trying to find help, and we ran into other members of our order, but they attacked us and they didn't know Shinshi's prayer. They attacked us. They didn't seem to have goodness flowing in them. So we've retreated. We've been hiding. We sneak
So
out
how-
at
how
night
many of
and
you-
deliver food where we can to the city. But
How many of you are there here in this hiding underground?
there are 7 of us.
7 monks. So what do you know of the
7
activities
bugs.
what do you know of the activities at the volcano? Have you
We don't
seen-
know. It was the road in the direction of the volcano where we ran into other members of our order who appear to have been corrupted. The volcano has been expelling more smoke than normal. We've seen actually we have seen fire giants going back and forth. When the fire giants take prisoners, we've seen them take the prisoners in the direction of the volcano. So
how many of the corrupted monks do you think there are?
how many
Or how many
sheep
did
are
you
in a
see?
flock?
Wise.
7.
Yes.
7.
What is the sound of one slapping?
One hand slapping the
Slapping.
shit out of here.
Yeah. They may be as few as a band of musicians or as many as a herd of horses. or grains of sand.
Well, Band of Horses has 4 musicians.
Interesting. Interesting observation.
Or perhaps they are
But do
more
you-
polyphonic, like the spree.
Yeah, then they got like 12 musicians.
So is there anything, do you have anything you can tell us that you think would help us in finding and rooting out these evil monks
Yes. Write your own
And
question
freeing-
and
and
answer
free-
it.
and freeing
best
the
of all
city from these,
questions. Um,
goddamn
What are your
monks.
strengths
Can't
and
you just-
weaknesses?
it says, we tried to convince the people to go and live off the land. That would be the easiest. People are afraid to leave the city. They've convinced themselves they won't be taken. The giants are clearly doing something at the volcano. If you disrupt their operations at the volcano, perhaps they'll move on and find something else. And as far as the corrupted members of our order, it never had occurred to me a month ago that there could be corrupted members of our order. And now that there are, I'd say, when you find a member of our order, recite Shinshi's prayers, see if they know it. If they've devoted their lives to spirituality, then they'll know it. If they've devoted their lives to worldly positions and greed, then they probably will not. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. Those of us in this city have spent more time, working with people, and they've obviously spent more time building up their martial skills.
We've met and bested many dangerous folk. We are up to this task. All right, well, thank you, brothers. I
Okay.
think we will make our way to the volcano now,
All right.
That satisfy what you needed, Shanax?
I guess. Sure.
All right,
Not sure
off
it's
we go.
particularly helpful one way or the other, but I guess we know we can Shinshi's prayer him and pick him out. Maybe.
Also, I mean, it confirms that volcano's the place to go, I guess. That maybe not much else to do here.
Do these guys need any
Are you going to
food
bed,
or
Thrax?
money or provisions?
Go take a look at the moon first. Go take a look at the moon. Tell us how it looks, and come back. No, you just want to go to bed. Okay, never mind.
I'll peek. I'll peek. Look.
I feel like we deserve it.
Oh, I'm looking at it. It looks like a full moon.
I
So
think it's
You-
a couple
you-
hours away from eclipse.
I wonder if we're looking up at the same moon.
Across the same big sky.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, God.
I just see a lot of sunshine out there. There is no moon.
Are you in
the
London
rule, there's
already?
No spoon. You got it confused.
Yeah, it's just sunny here.
Crazy. It's like you're in a different zone of time. Okay.
Yep.
Or Philadelphia.
Well, so it should be doing its thing, huh?
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, thank you.
Touche. Touche.
All right, thanks to Sparkle Pony there for the plus the 1d4 additional wisdom recollection roll. That was very helpful.
He went and looked and didn't report. What a bastard. All right, so we're off to the volcano.
All right, yeah, let's hop out of the hole. Let the crew know.
Put the rock back.
Yes.
Let's put the rock back. Let's brush some sand into there to hide the obvious crevice around the hidden rock.
You know what? And to help him out, can we put some more stuff on top of the rock?
That's a great idea. Let's put something really heavy on top.
Like maybe the bed or
Or we just wedge a bunch of pennies in there one after another. Tap them in. All right. Yeah. So I guess we're sneaking out of town, or we're just gonna walk out, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Towards the volcano. Let's do it. We're all fully rested and everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
We leveled up.
All right, you're walking towards the, Breezy's recommended exit, and you're about 3/4 of the way there, and you see 10 fire giants walk up to you. They say, "Halt, citizens! What are you doing? What is your business?"
Are they speaking common or giant?
The leaders, one of us speaking common, yeah.
I answer in giant and tell them that we're leaving the city to them.
Okay.
Direct.
Yes. He says, "The city is ours. Will you
Yes.
survive in the wilderness?"
Yes,
I bet you will.
and I'll care for them as well.
Oh, thanks.
Have you
man.
thought of enlisting to serve the fire giant army?
Where would you
Not
do
right
it?
now. I need to take these people to safety, but I might return.
On your way. And they
It's helpful to know a
walk
second
off.
language.
walk down.
That was very diplomatic, Brembrook. Well done.
Yeah. What
Good
side
job.
of Brentford
This
is it?
leveling up is really, it's mellowed you out a little bit. That's
Did you
amazing.
put your points into intelligence? I mean, what?
That was awesome. All right. So we're moseying on.
Okay. So yeah, the volcano itself is a big thing. When I say it's a half a day away, I mean it's a half a day to sort of the nearest point. Then you could circumnavigate it or whatever you like.
We have no idea where the mine is relative to the volcano, do we?
I'm not sure what you mean by mine.
Sorry, don't we believe forge, I guess. Don't we believe that there's a forge there? Do we have any
Yeah, we don't-
idea of where that forge is? Hunter, you're muted. It looks like you're talking.
We haven't
John,
had
you're
any
muted.
details about the forge.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I think we're thinking that they were making one with the help of the fire giants. I don't think one existed previously, so it may not be something that's known. We may have to like tail some fire giants or something to find the way in, or just search the whole mountain. Since Breezy and Breezy's from Neverwinter, and I spent a month or two here with him on the streets. Do we know of either one of us know of any rumblings of areas of the volcano where you could get real close to the liquid hot magma?
Give me a nature check, Khalifa.
Probably with pony power help.
So with pony power,
Power bacon braids commands you.
ooh, nice. I got a 20 total with the pony power bacon braid.
Okay. Yeah, you know that on the sort of farther side from the city, there had been some side vents where lava was coming out. And so people tended to not go on that side, even if they were, going for a day trip on the mountain, they'd try to give that a wide berth.
Yeah, so the most active side of the mountain where some of the liquid stone is on the far side away from the city. If one were going to try to penetrate deep into the mountain and create such a magical highfalutin forge, that seems like it would be a potential location, unless anyone has any better ideas.
Sounds good to me.
Well, that sounds good. It seems like we should approach warily.
Yeah, I think maybe stay off the road, main road
Yeah.
out there, and stick to side trails, cutting through the woods, etc. on our way out.
We didn't happen to hear any indication that might suggest where the fire giant's base is relative to that, did we? Yeah. Okay.
No, we haven't gotten any specifics, I don't think.
Yeah. I just think we should keep an eye out for that too. I mean, they may be the same place, but if we happen to see where the fire giants HQ kind of base place is.
On the plus side, fire giants are presumably pretty big and leave a trail that we can follow.
Right.
as they, say like if we had a ranger or something like that.
Tracking these things is always a challenge, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'm gonna have both Melvin and I guess Wise Schmacks have both of you give me a survival check.
I got a 22.
What?
You're good at surviving.
That's
All right.
not Melvin. That's not
So,
Melvin
yeah.
trying to track things.
The
like- MREs.
the path leading away from the city is pretty easy to follow. Now, as it gets more towards the mountain, it's less obvious what there is, but I mean, there are giant tracks. You can follow a little bit, and then you also see cart tracks, and you discern that they are the same size cart tracks as the cart that you saw with the monks in Mirabar. And you see the giant tracks coming from one direction and cart tracks coming from another direction, and merging to a spot that's that is like behind a rock. It's merging to something obscure that you can't see from a distance, but merging to some location on the side of the mountain.
Guys, I think the giants and the monks, assuming that they've standardized their cart sizes, which seems a pretty monkey thing to do, they're going there. Like right behind that big rock. I don't know what's there. I can't see it, but
How close can we get to it without sort of being super obvious that we're like sneaking up on it or anything?
if only we had like an owl.
Get close
Yeah,
and
we-
observe.
Maybe we could send our stealthy crew plus an owl as a 3-person scouting pod.
I'm happy to sneak
Or I
up
can
and
just
sneak
send-
around big rocks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Oh,
still
no.
there's still like plants growing here. There's still bushes
Wait.
and trees.
There are plants.
Oh,
Neil can talk to plants.
Neil would definitely talk to plants. at
You
this
say,
point.
what? Hey, Scrub Brush, what have you seen pass by here recently?
While Neil is
Right.
talking to the plants, I'm going to sneak up and look around the big rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Breezy, you're plenty stealthy,
Yeah.
and around the big rock is a big metal pair of doors that are set into the side of the mountain.
So I
Speak
gesture
friendly,
everyone
enter.
forward.
Oh, wait, you didn't just go and open them though.
They're big doors. I assume.
Oh,
that
I got
they're-
you. I got you.
I mean, big.
They're very big,
Okay.
Yeah,
very
it's-
big.
There is
Giant-
some level of
giant door.
self-preservation that overrules curiosity.
All right, so we stroll up, or we sneak up.
But
We're hiding
hold
behind.
on,
the rock.
did the plants tell Neil anything?
Okay, I mean, a lot of what they say is what you would expect. Yeah, giants have been coming and going in that area, and some humans with carts have been coming and going in that area. What would he like to know?
I think Neil would like to know
If they like his music.
any sense of numbers. Are the monks more than the number of blades of grass, fewer than the number of trees? The number of are the
Yeah,
monks, like,
fewer.
number
They
of
use
branches
a
on
phrase
tree?
that's like less than 10 to say how many monks they've seen at a time.
Okay.
They also note that the giants have carried cages full of normal sized people to there, and the normal sized people are screaming and they get led in there, and they haven't seen them bring any normal sized people out.
That doesn't sound good.
Spoken with the deadpan factualness of a plant. Like, yeah, there was
I
some
mean,
normal sized people
you
screaming.
animals
I guess.
all, lead such short lives.
Animals make so much noise,
So we heard that there used to be lava flowing from these vents that would have burned trees and plants and everything. Has that happened since the giants came?
Now you can see sort of, sort of up and to the right, there's sort of a path of glowing lava. Yeah, you can see the glowing lava out there. It hasn't laid waste to the whole area, but there's an active vent.
Okay.
Quarter mile away, let's say.
Okay.
All right, I think we should open the door slightly, and Schmex and I should dart through and then close them real quick.
You should is the door metal? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
You should test it with the back of your hand first.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Good idea. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, open it. Let's go. Ow.
Are you putting the back of your hand on there?
Yes.
Yes.
It's warm. It doesn't burn you.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's a good call, though.
I'm just thinking of what's his name from Raiders.
That doesn't narrow it down.
The German dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh,
At the beginning.
open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tot.
Tot, thank you. Dead man.
So yeah, I'll step into shadow, Jay, and
I was
and
thinking of
go
backdraft.
invisible again, and
Backdraft. Nice.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Man, you cut.
Okay, so it's warm but not hot. Let's open it up and take a peek inside. No time like the
Yep.
present.
let's do it.
okay. I mean, these doors are 50 feet tall.
Oh,
They're
But are they well
giant-sized.
balanced? Are they well oiled? Is it like easy to open them?
You give it a try and nothing happens.
So I believe I can help with this. I conjure forth this gigantic hand, not my normal mage hand, but this gigantic hand of force.
it's the hand he
And
calls
it-
the stranger, and it.
The stranger, and yeah. And I try to use Bigby's hand to open the door. And it has a strength of 26. Let me see, where is that spell? So it doesn't have one of its specific actions as opening doors, but it has a strength of 26 for comparing it for grapple checks and stuff with people.
Okay.
So can it
Right.
open the door?
You try to get a handhold, and no, the door does not open.
I'll just leave it conjured here for the next.
Are there no
minute or
handles
so.
or anything?
Khalifa.
Just flat doors?
Khalifa, speak friend and enter.
I speak Elvish.
I assume so. He's
I will
no.
say that now that you're all gathering at these doors, you also see sort of off to the right a little bit, there are stairs running up the mountain.
Yeah, that would have been
running
handy.
up,
Are-
running up.
are there are
quite a
no like
distance.
spy holes or anything that we see looking at us or anything like that
No,
that we notice.
People-sized
Okay.
stairs or giant-sized stairs?
people-sized stairs.
Oh, well then let's go up the people-sized stairs.
Let's do that.
Maybe the hand
Stealthily.
can carry us up the stairs.
Okay.
Just fling us one at a time. Yeet us up the stairs.
All right. So you start going up the stairs, and it's about 500 feet tall.
Good Lord, that's a lot of stairs.
It's a lot of stairs. 12,000 steps, one might say.
I regret this.
Okay. And as you're getting near, when you get towards sort of you're about 75, 80% up the stairs, you see some dead bodies. And these
Oh.
dead bodies are yak folk, which is what it sounds like. They're part yak, part folk.
Oh,
And they've been known to live in the wilderness around here. They're generally peaceful. They chew their cud, and you see some of their bodies as you're walking up the stairs. And from what you know of Yak folk, building stairs to a little village at the top of a mountain is pretty consistent with what they would do.
And what does it look like they died of?
Violence,
Hmm, all right.
bludgeoning.
Giant. They died of giant.
They died of getting beat to death.
So they didn't fall, they got squished.
All right,
Maybe.
well,
Oh,
keep
okay.
on keeping on.
Sorry, is it recent violence or like they've been there for days?
Oh, days.
Okay.
Yeah. More than days.
Did anybody check their pockets?
Breezy most assuredly did.
Okay, so now what's the order here?
So I mean, we're being relatively alert, Jay. So I don't,
I assume so.
we're trying to. I would imagine we're probably sending Breezy and Schmacks anytime there's like blind corners to kind of look around and see what we can find, and then signaling us to like it's clear, move up ahead.
You're probably bringing up the rear, I would expect.
Yeah.
Maybe Thrax right behind us. And
Okay.
then our wizardy clericy type folks.
Yeah, that seems right.
I'm not very athletic, so I assume I'm lagging behind, and Brambrick is just staying behind me painfully.
Okay.
Stop wheezing, Khalifa.
Well, I just
Yeah.
rolled a d20 and got a very low roll. So as you're getting close to the top, Breezy and Schmacks, those of you in the lead, you hear like footsteps shuffling around and some low voices.
Yeah, yep.
Look away! Look up here! Look up here!
Okay, so I'm gonna step into a shadow and make myself invisible and creep up there. See what I see.
Are they like giant-sized footsteps?
Nope.
Just regular old shuffly ones, huh? Okay.
They're doing the yak shuffle.
All right.
Or the
Give
muffle
me
shuffle, perhaps.
a perception check.
Perception. Whoops, perception.
I'll start an hour of telepathic communication for us with using my one action ritual cast.
For what it's worth, my
Nice.
perception check was a 28.
Ooh, nice. Mine was only a 16.
Okay. Yeah, I was really asking Schmacks. That's okay. So you're up and you're starting to see what this village is. It's a small village, very small village. It's up. You've come up sort of a relatively sheer part of the mountain. The village is divided into two parts. There's a small river running through the middle of it. On the half where you are, there's three or four small buildings. Attached to one of those buildings is a water wheel that's turning with the river. And then there's another half that's sort of on the other half of the river and the other half of the open space. And that's got about 6 or 7 small buildings. And you see over there, you see people sort of moving in the shadows, and they have the stealthy mannerisms of your monkish order.
Really? So how far away are they? So like I come up the top of the stairs, there's the
Yeah.
village. It's kind of like the river. They're on the other side of the river from us.
Is there a way? Does he see a way across the river?
Let me pull up on
Yeah.
Roll20 where, hold on, I think I just messed up the map. That's okay. Now let me pull this up on Roll20 and let you see what you see.
Yak Folk Village.
Told you.
It's nice when things are just clearly labeled. Very evocative.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
we're coming up on the
so-
stairs on the right side.
On the right, on the lower right, yes.
Look at that.
The one that looks like a large intestine.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Yep. Okay, so there is a small walkway across the river. There's also a broken bridge across the river.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
not even across the river. That's across falling very, very far. The river turns into a the river
Into a
turns-
chasm.
Yep.
So it right there after the water wheel, it plummets in a giant waterfall.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I'm imagining a Yak team
Epic.
corner going, "Welcome to Yak Town."
Yakima actually is the name. Yakima.
Yeah, come on.
And the
So
water, the
ninja-
water wheel's making a decent bit of noise. It sounds like there's a chain attached to it moving.
Okay, but the shadowy folk I saw were on the
On the left-hand side
across
of
across the chasm. They were over there among those little huts. Okay.
the.
We see any Yak folk anywhere?
You do sort of on the right-hand side, not too close, not too far from where you are. You see some dead yak folk bodies.
Oh, dead Yak.
Or dead yak folk. This is not looking good for the yak folk.
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna creep over. Well, no. First, I'm gonna retreat back, and I'm gonna tell everybody what we've seen. Oh wait, we have telepathic link, so I can just describe to them. Never mind.
Are these
Um,
are these walls?
yeah, they look like walls. Are they walls with gates?
I guess they are. So how did you see any of this? They're small walls.
Okay.
Yak folk
Or
are
maybe
small
I
wall
climbed.
people.
Maybe I climbed up the wall.
That's in character.
I could have
Yeah,
done that, right?
they're 3-foot walls.
They're for the yak folks' pets, I guess.
Keeping the yak children inside, away from the chasm.
Away,
The
away.
wee- the wee
That
yak.
makes sense. The wee yaks.
Oh, sure,
Um,
required.
Hmm.
Might be much
So
cooler
I'm
battle
gonna-
if they were like 10-foot walls, wouldn't they? Oh well.
How many monks can you see? Do
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to go around these people, or
Or
do we
right
want
through
to
'em.
try and take
How many
them?
do I see? How many do I think I see, Jay?
Give me a perception check.
I've been doing this all day, and I haven't been rolling very well. Come on.
Eh,
22.
Okay.
Finally.
I mean, you're only seeing like one at a time flitting in and out, but from what you can tell, you think there are about 6 or 7.
Do you know what they're doing?
Not much.
I can't really tell what they're doing. They're moving around.
No good,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Up to no good.
Do you see where they might be taking the mithril?
They do occasionally walk up to this, so attached up to the north part of that circular thing in the north, attached to the water wheel. They do keep, some of them occasionally walk over there and sort of look down in the hole. It appears to be, they look down, appears to be something going down there.
Oh, so that's a hole up there, but this
Mhm.
might be more of a mill type building.
Yep.
Okay.
Could we come up and take them?
Well, so yeah, do we think we can creep up? This wall is only 3 feet tall. What if we can creep up here?
Can we
get across
them,
the
or we end up
bridge.
on the wrong side of the river?
Yeah. We're gonna have to sneak across this narrow. We're gonna have to get across this narrow bridge
That seems doable.
and then up to well, we can just hop over this 3-foot tall fence here.
You know, another thing we could do if we feel it's necessary is I could make a little portal that we could go across. It doesn't, maybe at a pinch, I could do that if it looks like things are gonna go south.
I was gonna say, I
Okay.
feel like saving that. I think we can cross this
Yeah.
little bridge and get up there.
Let's check that. I mean, given the choke point nature of this and the ingenuity that these monks have shown before in their deception, I just wonder if we should check that pretty closely for traps.
The bridge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Make
the
sure
gate.
it's, check the ropes.
I'll check the bridge for traps while we're there.
Okay, give me a perception check.
All righty. Perception. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom.
26, very nice.
Yeah, you do see that on the far side of the bridge, there are two blades that are sort of near the ropes that are holding the bridge. And those blades are attached to ropes that go into little like holes in the dirt.
That's
Hmm.
concerning.
That
Should
seems
we-
like a thing that should be disarmed.
Well, we could have one person go over like Misty Step over or something, or Cape of the Mountebank, breezy. You could zip over.
Yeah, I
there.
mean, that's not 60 feet, right? So
How far is it?
30
not that
feet
far.
if these are 10-foot squares.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet across.
Yeah, I think they're, I'd
25.
say they're 5-foot squares.
5-foot squares. Okay.
So we have any number of ways to teleport one person across, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are there shadows? There's shadows on the other side probably, right, Jay? That I can see.
Mhm.
Is it? Okay. So yeah, I could shadow step over there.
Okay,
Why don't I do that? I'll shadow step over.
all right,
I'm still invisible.
okay. And yeah, with what Breezy has told you, it's easy enough to snip the cords that are leading, connecting the blades to whatever, the conduit leading into the dirt.
Cool.
Cool. Well, then I guess we ought to get our sneaky folks across, make a little beachhead, and then try and get everybody else to sneak across. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
I guess our ranged fighters don't necessarily have to come across right away if they don't want to.
Well, I figure if we can get everyone over before we engage.
Yeah, that would be better, wouldn't it?
We can
you
just,
see-
the ranged fighters, we can just take cover behind the wall.
Yeah, that'd be like half cover.
And did you see any yak folk? I mean, not yak folk. Any monks on the east side or the right side there, or only on the?
Only on the
Left
left.
side.
Only on the west side.
Well, now that we know where the blades are, if monks come across, we can just cut those same cords.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Okay, I hate to cut this short, but it is like 10:30 at this point, and
Yeah.
very few of our combats take 30 minutes or less. So
Seems unlikely. If
is
we're
this the
fighting
time
someone.
to call it a night?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty exhausted after my tech
Games.
building failures.
My COVID is catching up with me.
Fair enough.
And I also want to see the moon. So I'm gonna go.
Like my 3 a.m. driving up to pick up my drunk teenager from a party he didn't want to drive home from.
Nice.
That was your
Oh,
teenager making the right choice.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm glad
you-
Exactly. Good job.
perfectly happy to go drive an hour to do that. So
Yep.
But what's he doing at a party at 3 a.m.? Come on.
That
Told
is
us-
bad parenting.
he told us he was going to spend the night, and then he was like, you don't want me spending the night here. So I was like,
Oh.
okay. This
Okay.
is why I told you to call. So
That's right.
That's a good
So
job.
I guess I did say that. Damn it.
Technically accurate.
Meanwhile, Susie was.
her high school reunion, like they do it because she went to ASL. Their whole school reunion is this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so it was here in Austin. So she was out at the Oasis and then downtown at the Driscoll. They had a bus that brought them back downtown. And so she's at the Driscoll having drinks with people. And then at 1:30 in the morning, she is like, oh, I'll get a lift. And since, we don't have an inn at Lyft anymore, nobody picks us up.
Oh,
She ended up walking most of the way to UT. And then when I get back with Pete, she calls me and is like, please come pick me up now.
Oh,
Wow.
It was a long night.